Hello everyone and welcome to another match of Roulette Rivals 6. This time it's a console losers bracket round 4 match between the buff guy and Foppr. And welcome from midnight Hungary, 2 minutes to midnight, but it's obviously we got viewers and players from all around the world, so this should be a very exciting match. The second of 3 console matches tonight. We already seen Grudy, the rookie, defeat Joe the Brave Grabber a couple of hours ago. And now it's another rookie versus returning rival match. And another round 4 match in the loser bracket, which means the loser will be eliminated. And the winner gets to live at least one round more in hopes of getting back to the grand final next Sunday on the 12th of September. Just under 30 seconds until the first spin. We begin in Santa Fortuna. For the preloading, buff may or may not have done this already. And after Santa Fortuna we get to Paris. And do I get a quick look at the bans in a moment. The buff guy banned Colorado, Foppr banned Mumbai, but that will be a case for the deciders. Now we have the first map and the first spin. Rico Delgado Fiberwire as the barman, Jorge Franco Loud Pistol as the Hippo Whisperer, and Andrea Martinez Kitchen Knife as lead guard. Which I knew in advance because I'm the admin as well, but it is an interesting spin, I do have to say. Live for Rico, which means you can't really start with him from mention start. Jorge is loud, so you have to pay attention to him in the coca fields, which means you probably want to start with Andrea perhaps. Kitchen Knife in the village, Elite Guard below the bar perhaps. Curious to see which directions they go for, what their routings will be. Buff is the first one to load in. Foppr is one who takes his time with the loadouts, but usually catches up with his strategies. But also very curious about the buff guy, who I believe his last match was a while ago. It was a loss against Speedster, but it was a decider loss, so not at all a sweep, and Speedster is the RR5 runner-up, so it's a really competitive match. So it's a very successful first turn by Buff as well. Buff starts main and is looking to get these checkpoints guards in the bushes. Not quite sure what angles you can... what's the best angle for a calmer shot? Probably changing the bushes and... yeah, just don't uncrouch while changing disguise, and then you get the disguise. Welcome Payless, your first time watching an RR. So this is RR Roulette Rivals, and as New England says, you need to be the faster in real time, so it doesn't matter what's the time at the top. You have to be the first one to finish the spin and press done in the website, which is given to the players. And it's called roulette because it's randomly generated for a given main mission, like Santa Fortuna's 3-headed serpent from Hitman's Season 2. And they do get a random kill method, like Fiberwire for Rico, and a random disguise, like Barman, for all of the targets. The target... Of course, the targets are determined, the maps are also determined before the match, but everything else is random. And whoever does it first, they have 60 minutes to do so, and they earn 2 points for that. In case neither players get that, and that is 1 point for each player. And after 2 maps, someone will either have 3 or 4 points and wins the match, or we can have a tie, a 2-2 tie, in which case a random decider will be played, which cannot be Santa Fortuna again. It cannot be the second map, which is Paris, and it cannot be a banned map by either player, which was Colorado and Mumbai. So I managed to talk over Foppr's first restart. I believe he was trying to get the barman, who flew very nicely, worth checking out in the VODs. But what he didn't see is there was one more NPC who could see the barman at the start, so he spotted the disguise change. Buff has began his map by acquiring the disguise, it seems. We saw him already get the elite guard, and his next trip was to get the barman. And the barman is for Rico. And after 2.5 minutes, he isn't too far away from the player. There is this showroom with a car and a violin and talking about his memories, I think. You might be able to catch him, but I think 2.5 minutes you are a bit late for that. In which case he goes upstairs, I'm pretty sure. So I'm just interested to see what Buff will do. Foppr just restarted, he actually replanned, and now he's starting at the Coca Fields. And with an emetic mine in hand, he can be looking for Jorge isolation, or he can use that on Rico after a few minutes. Although he doesn't have a barman, so probably that won't be the case. Buff is making his way upstairs. And is that going to be a peekaboo or just a calmer and fiber wire is the question. He's overflowing the sink. Question is, who is the one who's reacting for that? It's the guard. It's a guard, one of the two. Needs to hide and crouch because mirrors do work from 2018. And now it's just one guard and Rico. And there's the calmer. And once Rico stands up with a nice bullet distraction as well. Oh, that's... Oh, okay, so what happened here is, of course, a very unfortunate trip for Buff. He used the silver baller, which is not a subsonic baller, which means people can hear the initial shot from the gun, and Rico reacted to that and not the bullet on the wall. So that's why Rico was facing Buff, 47, and was about to spot the body as well, which would have been fine, but Buff tried to get behind Rico, which doesn't always work if you are trespassing or in a hostile area. So that is a restart. Foppr stuck in the coca field. He couldn't find a way to open the gate, but Jorge is already isolated, so that is a small step, the first step towards winning the map at least. The loud kill is Jorge. There's a dump next to him, so nothing wrong with the isolation so far. After 1.5 minutes, Foppr might think he has time to get to Andrea downstairs, but I think that would be very tight on a big map like this. So he's just going down to the caves, and there is no cave disguise. So he might just be using this for a shortcut. You are very much welcome, Eli. Join in. Shoutcaster 1 channel. Buff is doing everything the same way as before. Getting one disguise and the barman. Foppr is getting a mention guard to potentially, I guess, for better access, to get a kitchen knife as well, maybe. Oh, the P-Power is getting the briefcase on Buff's side, but that is fine because the disguise change has been done. And the next time Buff will have to go back here for the lead guard is many minutes later, probably. At least after the Rico kill. which I think will be just fine. He did the kill basically almost correctly. Except he didn't account for the louder type of the silence pistol, not the subsonic Kruger mine, or just a regular bowler.
We've been at this for days now. Enough is enough. Get out here. Or no, anyone there? I need you out here now.
So we have seen someone say this is a very interesting Santa Fortuna spin. Script says that it's one of the easiest. It would be hard for me to comment on that. I think that fiber wire and loud pistol make it just a bit more challenging for me. But it is doable and don't have to be first try, don't have to be world record. Just beat your opponent in real time and you get the 2 points. Foppr using the meaty bone for the so famous hippo isolation, hippo lure for Rico. I think most people know, but we already seen a first timer here. Yeah, you throw the meaty bone in the lake, the hippo comes out, and Rico will investigate the hippo, and that's an isolation, and that is PapaLevy, or also Eli. Welcome.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Good to have you here. I think so. I gave you the link, and you set up the stream, so
yeah,
you're ready to go as well. Hopefully, I'm not that much behind because I haven't refreshed since the match started.
Yeah, but now we have seen Rico get the fiber wire kill, and it's nice. Nothing too bad happened. It was the target that saw him, and luckily he didn't get a GRB, because we know that sometimes that can happen when they're panicking. So that's a bit risky, but he got it.
Yeah, I think like Buff was running behind Rico, which is I think the most likely place to get an GRB, but it was he nicely caught up to Rico and got the kill before he exited the room. Well, it's a kill on Rico, of course, not by Rico.
Oh, sorry. I meant Buff killed Rico, not oh, it's spotted.
I think I found the best moment to refresh the stream. I think that was missed by everyone else. I'm sorry, people.
What? But the thing that happened, I don't know if people saw that. Rico's body was spotted. I don't know if it's because he screamed and somebody heard it from the outside and came in to investigate.
So
yeah.
So his office is basically connected to the balcony.
Yeah.
And there is someone, at least 3 guards downstairs, who could hear it. I can imagine that being heard, and in that case it was really unfortunate, because I think without that it would have been unnoticed. I doubt that anyone would just go investigate Rico for no reason.
Yeah, usually nobody walks in there, but as we can see on the right side, Foppr got the barman disguise. I missed the first half. Did he already isolate the other targets since he's already 7 minutes into the spin?
Yeah, Foppr isolated Jorge, but not Andrea. After Jorge, he went to get a Mansion Guard disguise and then set up Rico with the hippo lure.
Ah, nice.
So Rico is in position now. Takes just the right amount of time to isolate himself.
And did he take care of the guard that is roaming by the hippo?
Yeah, I do remember two KOs there.
Okay, then it's a free kill, or not a free, but it's an easy kill for him.
Yeah,
but
he has to
get past. Yeah.
These two, but he has 2 corner shots.
And
the first one missed. He's aiming at the very bottom, but the second one hits.
Command, this one looks like an accident.
Yeah, and luckily no weird hit turn.
Yeah.
Oh no. Is he going to make it, or will he be on the stairs?
Looks like an improv with the Kruger in hand.
And he's not hearing it? No, he's not having any luck. Okay,
Getting
there's it.
desperate, but the last one, potentially the very last moment, will help him. But that only gets him to the bottom of the stairs. Probably not an ideal spot for a fiber wire kill. So I would throw one more item probably to get him to a flatter surface.
Exactly, but he needs to wait for him for the question mark to disappear and for him to begin walking again. And there's this.
And that should be it if he's careful of the head turns. Fiber wire in hand with the right disguise. That is Foppr's first kill of Santa Fortuna.
Very cool. And he's hiding the body instead of throwing it for the hippo. That's from. You lost some points from me, Foppr.
That is not ideal from a style point perspective.
Yeah.
So what's...
Pidgey wants him to restart.
Yeah, why not ban him as well? With this isolation, Foppr also has the Hippo Whisperer disguise, so he could go for Jorge or just do that on exit, towards the exit, and he's going the other way around, getting a key card, so that should be an Elite Guard disguise and an Andrea kill.
And he needs to take care of this cameras as well. But that should be close to Andrea. Or there's one here at the bottom, correct?
So it's the one tiny room, the security room at the, I guess, the depths of the cave system. That is one camera box, but probably the one at Andrea's side should be the easier one, or sensible one.
Yeah, and in the meanwhile we saw Buff Calmer, the guard next to Rico, and Fiberwire Rico without him screaming or anything. But the body was found for the guy he calmered.
Still found.
Well, why is people walking in on Buff? I'm not sure. I thought this was a safe place.
I thought so too, and I didn't see question marks, so... So there was nothing like... Nothing was loud there. Rico wasn't screaming. He did see the body.
Yeah,
and
he didn't... And he didn't see Rico... no, and Rico didn't see Buff trespassing either, because, of course, he lost his enforcer status. But let's hope they don't check the bathroom. But I think they will do, because his personal bodyguard is going to look after him because of VIP behavior.
Yeah, that's what I'm fearing too. I have few memories of his guards doing the hide and seek, when they go to random rooms, time after time. But the bathroom, I didn't see them come in, so not quite sure. Still looks fine. It's been more than a minute since the kill, so let's just hope that it's not a rip.
Yeah, it would be unfortunate if it's like just before the exit and he gets found.
Especially in Santa Fortuna. Foppr, one kill down, one person isolated, going for the third one. And Andrea is upstairs. Foppr thinking about isolating her at the bottom. He's allowed in here, but still shoots the camera. And we'll just clear the space or the place in the next minute until Andrea is in an isolated position in the meeting room downstairs.
He could, in the meantime, go ahead and take care of the cameras.
Yeah.
And he also tried to pick up double shovels. I guess it's just
another one in the collection. Yeah, he's a fan. It's a very quick melee item, but doesn't matter as much in roulette.
I'm not sure if Buff still can isolate Rico in here. Because he's already inside the shed, isn't he? Or is he just walking in right now?
Yeah, this is great timing, but it might be too good of a timing if we cannot get a peekaboo in the next 20 seconds. I think there will be one more time when Jorge looks back in the shed, which would be like a last way to isolate him. I think he can get a peekaboo here, and that would be really
And
valuable.
does he need to kill him or just knock him out in order for his VIP guard to not look for him?
If he's KO'd outside this shed, then the guards will just leave. But if he's KO'd
Okay.
inside, then he'll...
Okay, so that's some nice improv. He secured the guard and subdued Rico inside.
And look at Foppr using bullet distraction to get two people looking away. The assistant almost spotted Foppr. Was really close to the head turns twice. But that is Andrea down. And only Jorge to go, and the disguise is set up and Jorge is KO'd. Still yellow guns, however, which means the cameras are still against him. That would not be a 5-star silent assassin finish.
Well, we have seen a lot of improv from Foppr. One might think that he's playing Improv Royale. I'm not sure though. And I'm not sure about the buff leaving the guard or Rico right here, but he's going to eliminate him, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah, and there's another body dump. So that's Rico. Thanks for saying Rico now. I also saw Rico. That's Jorge down. And that's also 2 targets down. So this is getting really close.
Exactly. They both have 2 targets down, but I would give the advantage to Foppr as he has already taken care of the cameras. And he has isolated his last target, which Buff hasn't. But we will see. Anything can happen.
Yeah, and this is really getting interesting. So Foppr now has a run to the Hippo Whisperer. He has the disguise there. He can change into that, and he isn't just passing until the shed. With the cameras disabled, he can just go in there, make the kill and exit, but it's a loud kill, so it's of course not guaranteed. Buff, on the other hand, have already left the Elite Guard disguise where the barman was. So it's
Yeah.
a minute or so run there, and then back to the compound. But after 10-11 minutes, Andrea is back upstairs, so he can do the peekaboo and exit in 2 minutes as well. So who is going to have this Santa Fortuna at this point?
Maybe a photo finish.
Oh god, I wouldn't be the admin at this point. Oh wait.
Are you the admin?
Yes.
Oh no. I feel sorry for you.
We shall see. It depends on Andrea's cycle at this point, I believe, because Buff will be there, will be ready, but he may have to wait. And Foppr is just running. He isn't going to be trespassing a lot. I guess after the last kill, getting to the helicopter will be a bit of a challenge in a trespassing disguise.
Exactly, unless he shuffles around with the disguises just before.
Yeah. Also, great point by Patriot, because wherever is Andrea, she's not at the compound yet, but you cannot do the peekaboo anyway, because Elite Guard is allowed in here, so I'm really curious how you can get her upstairs, like which throws you can do, like placing the coins. Andrea is coming back though, so if you can get the kill in the next minute, then it's going to be awfully close.
I think he has a calmer with him. One more shot, so he could, if she goes down, she starts upstairs, correct?
Yes, it's about
Okay.
90 seconds upstairs.
Yeah, that's not enough, because if she started downstairs, he could have calmered her assistant, and then it would have been easier.
Yeah, and I would say that Foppr can only lose it from now, but Foppr is trying to get an exit
Shuffle
strategy.
Yeah, exactly.
Not right now, please.
If only he knew that he's actually, it might be still costing him, because I know that he wants to go safe. You always want to go safe, but this might be the difference. These extra 30 seconds he's taking.
Oh, Pidgey's making a great point. He might be needing a pistol, but I'm not sure because he
Ooh.
has already knocked out a lot of guards.
Oh, that is a very good point, but I think he's going for this disguise. Interesting.
I hope he's going to shuffle.
Oh, he's... oh boy, what is he thinking at this point?
Maybe he wants to shoot it from the window?
It could feel like it. He's trying to get the body in a very specific position. I guess that works for a kill outside. But he's also getting a guard away. It's so rare that going safe in Santa Fortuna can cost you a map. We might just see it here, because Buff will get the last kill in 60 seconds and exit in after another 30.
But he still needs to take care of the assistant.
The assistant is going to be fine downstairs because you KO her, who's facing away from you. Andrea goes into lockdown, but no one hears it, and you can just throw the knife at her head. Oh my goodness, Foppr has a exit disguise to change back into, which he will not be trespassing. He's now as the disguised as the Hippo Whisperer. Does he have a loud pistol?
But I'm afraid that the guard outside the shed will walk in from the door, or...
He should have time. The guard will call it in first. Like something's going on, loud gunshots. He can hide the body here. There's the last kill. Run out, get the disguise, and go for the exit.
Excellent work, 47.
Come on.
Lots of whooshing.
Oh,
Can't change disguise. Now he can change disguises.
yeah.
And there is the exit, and it will now depend on when these people will press done.
Yeah.
Fopper's out.
So-
25 minutes, 34 seconds past midnight.
And Buff also got the kill. He's just running for the exit.
Oh my goodness, And Buff does have more restarts, one more restart on console. If this finishes within 30 seconds, we might have photo finish. I can see the screen at least when they finish at least.
So let's see. And you'll have to go to the VOD and watch that. Oh no, that might have costed him the match.
Oh my goodness, but this is the benefit of the doubt, because he did press finish. And if he did press finish when he exited, then the two finishes are 26 seconds apart, meaning we do have a photo finish.
Okay. I'm sorry for you. But are you going to look at the last restart or all restarts?
All restarts.
Oh man. Well, so I'll leave you to it, and meanwhile I'll go ahead and entertain chat.
Are you perfectly fine with that? Because then I will actually mute my mic for a few seconds and a few minutes
go
and
ahead.
then calculate stuff. Okay, thank you.
Exactly. So, chat, that was really tough. I mean, it was really close. I don't know what to say, honestly. I feel bad for Infofern for having to do this, especially going for all of the VODs and restarts and calculating. Yeah, that would be cool. That is indeed a photo finish. It was within 4 seconds. So Infofern, who is the match admin and the main caster right now, he's looking and calculating, and it might take a while. So yeah, it will be tough. That would be cool, indeed. Johnny, I think that Infofan gave him the benefit of the doubt, because Buff thought that he was pressing exit, but instead blended in, and he pressed finish. So I'm not sure how that will come into play, but I think he said that he will count that as a finish, maybe. But let's see.
I'll jump in, sorry. So the part that I give him the benefit of the doubt is that he pressed finish when he exited. So, because you know the delays are different. So you can see the finish before exiting sometimes. So I know that he just pressed finish a few seconds later. after sitting down, so that's gonna be fine.
Ah, okay. Perfect. Thanks for clarifying. So, let's I'm gonna try to turn Buff's audio on my end. And I don't know if you guys can hear it, but he's saying that he's really stressed right now because it's taking such a long time.
Oh man, the suspense.
Yeah, the suspense is killing him.
Give me the goddamn
I can
points,
understand that.
please.
Well, hello, Adoria. But I
Come
know
on
that
now.
Buff Guy has a lot of very high loading times. I
Give me
have
the
seen some of
points.
his streams, and the loading, that's horrible for him.
Ugh, this is so rough.
Yeah.
I mean, I feel bad for Infrafun right now having to calculate that shit. This sucks. But this is so brutal. Oh, God. Why did you have to finish at the same time as me, bro? Chim on, man.
And
It's all because I sat down on the fucking bench.
PG,
I sat
it
down on
is
the
his
bench.
first test, but
If it wasn't
I
for me
think
sitting
he's
on the
done photo
fucking
finishes
bench,
before because
it
you
would have
have
been
been
fucking
a roulette
no
admin.
photo finish.
So I wouldn't. I don't think so, at least, that this is his first photo finish calculation.
You can hear
But
me right now? Good.
I'm not sure. Ah,
Foppr,
okay,
you
he
better
had
not
the
have
1
won.
second photo finish.
Or
Yeah.
else.
But this is his first
Just
test
saying.
as a real admin, not
I have a
a
really
fake
fat,
admin like
angry
Chris
orange cat,
X3
and
or
he's out
whatever
for
his
blood,
name is.
bro. Give me the points. Oh man, this is so brutal. Oh god.
T-Nort, is Foppr playing on a PS5? I think both
Son
of
of a
them are playing on a
bitch.
PS4, if I'm not mistaken.
Hey, what up,
So the
Script?
loading times
How you doing,
are
man?
the same, I would think.
Whew,
Unless
man,
one of them is
I got the
a
tinglies in my
PS4
fucking
Pro
pooch right now.
and the other one is a base PS4. No, Max Masters, I meant like a normal
Jeez,
roulette admin, not a fake admin.
I'm hoping you got it. Oh, thanks, Script. Appreciate that, bro. Yeah, we'll see, I guess. I don't know. Well, it's all about how many times I rip versus how many
No,
times he ripped.
Buff is on a PS4. You can also see it on his
Hey, Auto
controller.
Boy, what's up, man? Hey, no sad faces. No sad faces allowed. Not unless I lose. If you sad facing this shit, I'm gonna automatically assume the point's gone to Foppr.
I'm sure that
I
Sony
can't believe it was a photo finish on
doesn't
Santa
have any
Fortuna
black
after like
controllers,
what, 2 rips,
DualSense
3
at
rips?
least.
I think there was
And by
2.
the looks of it, it looks like a PS4.
God damn.
Uh,
He's playing well today. That's not good. Fuck, dude.
no worries. But I'm
There
not
you
that
go.
big of a Sony guy, but I know that they don't have a black DualSense.
That spot rip
And that
costed
to
you
me
this
looks like a
finish? That spot
DualSense.
rip.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, the fucking body found horse shit. Oh yeah, that was bullshit. I forgot that a guard came into that room.
Yeah,
I
so
completely
they're
forgot
both
about that.
PS4 players.
I'm
There,
just
it's
completely.
as
I'm
even
out
as
to
it
lunch
can
right now.
be.
I'm so fucking
So it just
tired.
depends on who had
Yes,
the
off. What's up, man?
fastest
How you
loading
doing?
times.
Hey, Matty Spice, what's going on, bro?
But I
Patriots, you
guess
back on
time
it?
will
What's going
tell.
on? Oh fuck, dude.
And it's
Come on, bro.
taking
Give me this
long
shit,
for
please.
calculating this stuff, especially because he has to go
This is
through the
killing me
VOD
right now.
and everything. So
This
yeah,
is
let's
killing
see.
me, man. Ugh, this is taking years off my life. I swear to tits, this is taking years off my life right now.
Foppr. Okay, I
Thanks,
thought that
Script.
he.
Appreciate you, bro.
Wait, what is he doing?
It's emotes only chat, just so you know. Oh, it's just for the mods. Gotcha. Okay,
Foppr.
yeah.
I think that he needs to stay on the 5-star screen. I'm not sure.
Holy tits, dude.
Uh,
Come on, man.
but I
Give me
guess
that
Infrafun
win,
have
man.
had a lot of time to see that he actually got a 5-star screen. So I'm not actually sure if it's allowed to switch from this scene until you get the points or not.
Hi everyone.
It sucks ass
Hello.
like that.
I
Andrea
have
Martinez, of all
admin the match
disguises,
last
you
week,
gave me,
which
you
was a
could've-
1 second
you-
photo
Don't
finish,
give me
and this
thug.
one is a
Don't give me
2 second
elite
win by
guard.
Foppr.
Don't
His
give me shaman.
26-second
Anything
lead
else,
was cut down by
anything else
24.
would have been fine for.
Sorry, Buff. So
Oh no.
Buff had 24 seconds of more loading times. It was 88 to 64. But Foppr won by 26 seconds, so 24 of them went away and kept 2 seconds of that lead and won Santa Fortuna. It might have been the bench. It was the bench. The bench does take 2-3 seconds.
Yeah, the bench, oh man. That's why I have seen like speedrunners look to the right, like pan the camera to the right, while doing the fast exit, so they don't accidentally sit on the bench.
I would... In a roulette match, I could still do it, most likely, and I would never expect that to make the difference.
Yeah. Yeah, unless it's a photo finish, of course, but you can't predict if it's a photo finish or not.
Yeah, it is just a Santa Fortuna photo finish. I don't know if we saw that before, or if we'll ever be. Oh my
Yeah,
goodness.
It's a heads up one.
It's Santa Fortuna wall maps.
So that means that Foppr took Buff Guy's map pick, which now, and this is a losers bracket if I'm not mistaken. So Buff Guy, I
Yes.
can believe he's stressing out and really needs to get his act together so he can stay in the tournament.
Yeah, this is the moment in the tournament, or a moment in a roulette match when people can lose their own map picks. People can lose close maps. If you have to wait for photo finish, it's even more frustrating. But it is the first to 4 points, and you'll never get a drone in Paris. So all you need to do is just finish this spin before your opponent, and you're back to even. And then it's a random decider, and whatever can happen. So Buff, don't give up. I think no one should ever after one map, because it is roulette after all on IOI's Hitman 3, which can cause rips. The players themselves can cause rips to themselves.
I like the burn you just casually slid for IOI.
I love the game. Deep down we all do, but it does have inconsistencies.
Yeah, that's true.
And actually most games do so it just happens. And in a game where you have to be careful of the restarts, I think the game itself is something you are playing against. So you need to be careful of that as well.
So you are the admin of this match. Can you like give us a sneak peek of the spin or any educated predictions?
Not on my first day with red colors, no.
No. Okay, I'm going to guess we'll see a hatchet kill. That's the only thing I can think of.
Well, let's see if you guessed correctly, and you can run down the spin when it arrives now.
Yeah, so we have to kill Viktor Novikov with the next snap as a chef, and Dalia Margolis with a silenced AR disguised as the Sheik. So this is basically going to be a tech crew start, as because you can then isolate Novikov and easily get the Sheik disguise straight afterwards. But they still need to bring in the AR with them somewhere.
Exactly. I'm sorry, I didn't want to interrupt you.
No, go ahead. Buff is starting in the attic, and I believe Foppr is going for the tech. Yeah, that's right.
Foppr was tech until the last second, and then changed back into tech crew start, which means he'll have to use a agency pickup, while Buff starting attic can bring it in the briefcase. So different strategies, always intriguing.
So a person from the chat has already finished the spin. Can you go ahead and verify that?
Oh,
So we
yeah,
can-
right. That's just day-to-day job for us. Accepting chat runs before the skins arrive, so nothing wrong with that. Foppr is the first to load in, picks up the fireworks remote, which
And
means
he has
Victor's...
detonated it, if I'm not mistaken.
He did, which is why
Yeah.
Victor is already walking towards the fireworks. Just... Yeah,
I'm sorry. This.
So there he has him isolated.
exactly.
You-
It's important to make the distinction between detonating and not detonating, because Foppr is now on the timer.
Yeah, he needs to get to Dahlia really fast. He also needs to retrieve his AR.
Yeah, so his AR is at the bottom of the stairs, and he has 1 minute and 40 seconds, after which Dahlia can still stay there. So it's not a guarantee that she will move on. She
Yeah.
can sometimes bug there and stay forever.
And I think that is allowed for roulette because it's not intentional. You're not intentionally breaking the game, it's the game breaking itself. Am I correct on that statement?
Yeah, so the whole Dahlia thing has some inconsistencies, and you just calculated or not calculated risks you take by not going up there by 1 minute 30. And he's actually not going all the way up, he's going to do the double lure, which was first seen by Throat in RR3. A pistol shot on the pillar, and that will get the guard busy. Which means the
one
only
might-
person to react to the throw is Dahlia herself, who will go down one floor.
One might say he has been watching 37 Twitch streams. Maybe we have a little fanboy.
I mean,
Yes.
yeah, Foppr himself is Dutch as well as
Oh.
Throat. So could be.
So he could be a Froti simp?
We all do. We all are.
Yeah, true.
So on Buff's side, he has the bodyguard after the Victor isolation with the Seeker, and I missed him, unfortunately, what he did, but it could be
He
that...
grabbed the fire remote, and I think he detonated it, so he just needs to go up to Dahlia and isolate her.
I'm not sure if...
No,
Hmm?
no, he didn't detonate it. Yeah. He had
Okay,
it
so
in his
Dahlia's on her cycle is fine. He will only have to worry about her once he presses it. And now the big question for her, where is the Sophus? Or not the Sophus, the person called Sophus, but I think that won't matter because the kill will be done very shortly and Dahlia will be hidden. Dahlia is followed by her friend bodyguard,
Well done, 47.
but it is another
Markov is next.
random element of this map, but there's the kill and nobody will be found, which means Foppr is just one chef next snap away from winning the map.
Yeah, and Buff already has the disguise. He does not have isolated Dahlia, and he's far away from his AR, so that is a disadvantage for him. But again, anything can happen.
Yeah, for now, Buff is taking care of the tertiary objective, the evidence, but now he's back to green, and he only has the 2 targets to kill. And as the chef, you would probably just go straight to the office next snap and go up to Dahlia with the fireworks remote. But that's a very good point that chat makes, that the Sheik is gone at 4 minutes, so if we can't see the Sheik in that room, then it is going to be really hard for Buff to find the 2 kills in the next minute.
Where does he otherwise go?
Up to the auction.
Oh, and he missed his one of his seeker shots, so he can't just seeker him into the bathroom as well.
Yeah, that's a good point. So, well, it's either 4 minutes or 5.
Oh, there it is.
Both targets
Foppr
are
got the
down.
kill.
Great work. Now head towards an exit.
It probably won't even matter because there's the second Foppr kill. He's trespassing Aztec crew, but not anymore, and I don't think he'll ever be on this map while he's going to an exit. This is not looking like a photo finish, but instead a 4-0 Foppr sweep if he finishes. Let's not curse him just yet.
Yeah. Let's not do a in for jinx. And there is Sophus. So luckily he didn't come early.
Yeah. Okay, so 2 more staircases to go, and the basement exit looks like it. And yeah, for Buff, I think if he KO'd the Sheik and the bodyguard, and then it would have been another 30-second photo finish, but it was looking like much more Foppr's map.
Yeah.
And
so Foppr has finished, which
yeah,
we just need to see the 5 stars.
yeah, we're just waiting on ending confirmation. Just
And
press
he's taking
next,
his sweet
please.
time.
Yeah, it's making it painful for Buff guy.
No, he's making it painful for you.
There we go, that's the 4-0 victory for Foppr. He is the one to make it through to round 5 of the losers bracket. And
That was pretty fast as well. I believe it was first try?
I do say so, it was first try.
Because he was loading it at 57 minutes, or when we're 3 minutes into the spin. And
Yeah,
it looked like...
I told you, it's a Foppr thing to do, to just take minutes, even if it's the simplest loadout spin, but it does work, it is working out for him, so don't change anything, Foppr, you're doing it.
Can we hear the decider?
Oh yes, the decider would have been Hokkaido.
Ooh. That would have been a nice match. Or a nice map, sorry.
Yeah, I'm not quite sure about their previous Hokkaido knowledge, but you might see it from Foppr. Nice, I chose the wrong brackets. Let's try again, the console brackets. Nope. So how do I just...
Try to refresh the source if it's giving you like an error.
I mean, I gave myself an error by choosing the console bracket. Or the PC bracket instead of the console bracket.
Oh, yeah. The only way you can go back is by refreshing.
I got there in the end, and we can now see Foppr in the losers round 5 after defeating Buff Guy, before that Derek, before that Script Desk, and before that Foxy. So he's going for win number 5 against Grudy, one of the 2 remaining console rookies, and he has already defeated Max Masters, Taran, and Joe the Bribby Grabber a few hours ago. So 2 people who are running very hot and are on a very good streak in the losers bracket, looking to make it 1 more to face Linux Penguin in round 6, getting towards the sharp end of the bracket.
Yeah, it's been looking very good in the console bracket. It was very slow in the losers bracket last week, but now it seems to be taking off. And we are near the end here in the console bracket. As we can see, Ducker's already in the semifinals. We're just waiting for losers bracket, and that is also almost done.
Yeah.
So we are near the end.
It's a general thing for RRs the first week. Some people have good draws and can play 2-3 matches in the first 5 days, and some just aren't available until the first weekend, so there are just these inconsistencies that some parts of the bracket gets left behind, and if there's any inconsistency in the winners bracket, then it's going to be all over the place in the losers bracket, but it is catching up now. So 1 more losers round 4 match to go, and now it's 5, 6, 7, and it's probably going to be round 8 on the 11th of September next week. That is always like traditionally the day before the finals, we see the losers semifinals. So yeah, one more week, and then we are going to be really close to the grand finals.
Yeah. And Chris is actually already live.
That is great. He's going to get a nice raid in a minute. He's going to be casting not a loser's bracket match, but a console match. It is going to be the other winner's bracket quarterfinal between Toby Norton, T-North, and Speedster. The winner faces Tucker, who has been waiting for his opponent for a few days now. But just because he was so quick in the upper bracket, that's like T-North and Speedster being slow. Two very highly skilled players, so even if it's getting late in Europe, I do suggest everyone to stay up and watch this one. It is going to be Santa Fortuna followed by Paris. It is not a typo. We will see the same two maps again. Hopefully just as exciting as this one was. Thank you so much, Eli, for joining. Oh!
No worries. No, I was just going to say that I was the one who thought it was a typo. Yeah.
I mean, it's perfectly reasonable to think, but yeah, it was just how the maps went, and we are going to see two more of these, or I guess one very similar map. So that is Quiz X3, and we are going to join that waiting room and the match in 11 minutes. Thank you again, Eli, for casting with me.
No, thanks for having me. It was a pleasure.
It was a pleasure for me as well. Thank you everyone for watching, and see you in the next match. Bye.
Bye.